yo, what's Papino, what's Papino? Zeke Black is in the building. Zeke Black is in the building. I fell asleep on you yesterday, so I feel bad. I fell out watching David Chappelle, Netflix. I knocked out. I haven't watched Delirious yet. This is why I'm doing this show right here. Buckwheat, yo, so you come and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Buckwheat. What I was doing in 1983. Mike Hurd was popping. Before I get to Buckwheat, there's a lot going on right now, Pop. You can't be surprised that Whack 100 got hands put on him. He was talking crazy about Nipsey, so that was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? That somebody in Nipsey camp was gonna put their hands on him. And you know what happens, man. Definitely peace. It definitely was gonna happen, man. That was gonna happen, man. You know, because Whack 100 is an habitual line crosser. When you cross lines, when you use big words like habitual was jacking, was popping. When we use words like as with habitual, you know what I'm saying? Something goes wrong, you know what I'm saying? And, he said what he always saying something, remember, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, he said some things about Nip, rest in peace, and one of Nip's peoples just was not jacking that. Feed the Wolves is in the building. It's not jacking that, and hands got put on it. I guess in the next 70 hours, 42 hours, supposedly 6ix9ine supposed to be getting out of jail. They're recommending to drop all the charges. I guess they're saying the judge is on course with this. We don't know. We'll find out when he goes to court in in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Did he tell? Yes, he did tell. You know what I'm saying? Did he cooperate? Yeah, he cooperated. Yeah, he told all the people that he told on Nuke and he told on Harp. He got to understand for that. That's cooperate. What was he doing? Just sitting there getting a free check? You know what I'm saying? Was he sitting there to clear them? No. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Um, so definitely salute to you know, you know, people that have been reporting on this stuff so greatly. I just seen something crazy online yesterday. Yo, J-Mo was popping. Was goody, man. It was good. We in the building, man. We in the building. The Wolves is in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's been a good weekend. I've been doing some documentaries. I mean, documentaries on IG. Shout out to Shaq Brim. I got something else big coming up. Jazzo Brim. Shout out to him. And it's crazy, man. Shout out to the Depth of the Cloud Chasers. Shout out to the Bullets Gotti. He was a part of that energy. Shout out to Cosmo Bay, one of the first ones I went on IG with. We went IG live one time when I was in Queens. It's just I'm bringing the culture to you guys. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it as I was kicking the Willie Bobo, but people want to hear more of an interview style. So I got to give you the interview style. So I have the interview style coming out more where I ask a question and they'll tell more of their story instead of us just reminiscing like Seal Smooth and Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? Reminisce over you. You know what I'm saying? Now, so we got some great things going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, Here's something, dogs. With this era, weak dudes are in big circle. That's why weak dudes are infiltrating. That's a fact. That's Buck. You 1,000%, man. Cause back when we was growing up, you couldn't be there was no weakness. There was more integrity than anything else. Like he know, Buck know, you could be the plug, but if you was anyway suspect, a lot of dudes passed on you. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes passed on your career. Seriously speaking, you could be the plug, you could have all the weight in the world, but if you had anything suspect with you, dudes wouldn't do business with you. Like the bag didn't supersede our intelligence in our generation. You know what I'm saying? Definitely hit that like button in. Definitely hit that like button in. But that's a fact. Shout out to East Harlem in the building, Boogie Down Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Um, so where we going now is we're going to a great place. Exactly, Buck. Weak dudes stood in their place. Weak dudes stood right in their lane. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no acting. There wasn't no because you get in the bag, you get to act a certain way or come across a certain way because that wasn't allowed. That wasn't allowed. You know what I'm saying? You played your position. Back to the weak niggas. You know what I'm saying? Black Issues Party people. It's not. Look at the snow. Look at the snow. So back at it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whew, shit. But them weak niggas, man, that weak nigga conversation, music start coming on. Hallelujah. That snow is on the way. This Midwest, they get a little bit of snow, they calling in. But Buck is definitely right. Like, you wasn't going to be soft. We're going to say it nice and slow. I don't care how much what you had to offer. If you was soft, you stood in the soft lane. You was not going to be soft and run down the block and create beefs and think that we're going to jump out the window for you. That wasn't happening. You stood in a nice soft lane and you was good. You was safe. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of soft dudes was able to bob and weave, getting shot, jumped, stabbed, punched in the mouth because they stood in a soft lane. They remained humble. Nowadays, a soft guy get around two people he believes is his strength, and they lose their mind, man. Let me tell you something. I never ran with a bunch of because I'll never put myself in a situation where somebody who I know is not going to pop off. Because when he starts beefing with people, he has to include me in the argument. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you think it's a game? Wait till I come back with me and Zeke. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. That wasn't tolerated. We have to take it back to the toleration. We have to stop letting dudes try to dictate this narrative of what's real and what's fake. Cause yeah, we don't run like that. We don't do that. If you soft, you soft. If you regular, you regular. If you whatever the case may be. We don't create. We don't make soft. We don't create soft individuals and make them become animals. If you wasn't slap boxing, if you wasn't getting busy, if you ain't known for getting busy, then you're not gonna hang out with me and start getting busy. Feed the wolves, turnpike, feed the wolves. We're not gonna turn into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best who ever done it, man. I'm definitely not the best who ever done it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a bunch of, you know, anything I really did that's valid, I'm not really gonna throw on this social network because, it's not that I could get locked up for some of this stuff. It's just that, how can I say? How can I say this up better? You open up old wounds when you start glorifying things. That's why I don't understand when I be watching like these networks, these guys about everybody cutting stabs. I don't know who you're talking about because I know if you're in the public forum and you're talking about a bunch of people you cut, stabs, and shot, I'm pretty sure somebody get upset somewhere and complain somewhere. So I don't know who you're touching. Let me speak. Let me hit this line talking about certain dudes I hit, cut, and stab. Either they gonna be in my inbox or the kids gonna be on my page. Like, yo, what you talking about, man? So that's why I said, man, every fairy tale is not to be listened to, man. You know what I'm saying? You know where I come from, man. We don't tell fairy tales for gratification. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. I stutter a lot. I lose stutter problem. But it's serious, man. Like we don't do that for instant gratification, and I got a boom, boom, boom. Like, come on, bro. Like we don't do that, man. That's this. Your whole goal is to stay alive and not create enemies and just move on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy life, man. You gotta enjoy what life has to bring. You gotta laugh sometime, man. We used to laugh back in the day. Everything is tough. Yo, let me be honest with you, man. I had a conversation with somebody earlier, right? Um, the first people I ever seen take legal drugs was the special ed. They had them taking them pills, Durozine and Ritalin. That's the first time I ever seen somebody that was taking drugs. as in the youth. You understand what I'm saying? I seen that in school. I didn't see that in the street. In school, where a kid that was 6 years old that was a little hyper, they had him taking Ritalin to calm him down. Because remember, when I grew up, special ed was a danger zone. Special ed pre Sparkford. Everybody special ed. You had special ed, and then you had classes for people that really had disabilities. See, the special ed was the kids that do tables at, chairs at the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Might have caught a stabbing, might have brought a knife to school. They put them in special ed. Then, the disabilities is autism and, things like that. They separated the two because you couldn't mix them all together. You know what I'm saying? And, you learn a lot, man. You see things, man, and this is why the platforms are so important. Most of us, our age group, we see somebody do drugs through school, but we thought it was all good. We see somebody that's hyperactive, they call them out for meds to come back. That med call is only one or two things, man. Even with the adults, you're either going to get something for your diabetes or you're going to get something to calm you down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And in hindsight, man, we have to be, mindful of that. Mindful of what we say, mindful of what we put out there. Let's learn to be real, so we ain't gotta backtrack and things that we say in the past. But did you say this back then, or did you say that? If you don't know something, you just don't know it. Don't guess. Don't come up with to try to make it right. If you don't know, you just don't know. That's it. That's it, man. And that saves your energy, man. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I put the thumbnail for BuckWheat, because we're going to talk about BuckWheat. And the night he got shot and what I was doing the night BuckWheat got shot. But to let y'all know, if everybody's from Brooklyn, you ever heard of Country Kitchens? This is real life. Country Kitchens on Atlantic Avenue. That area is considered, I guess, on that side of Atlantic, Crown Heights or Ocean Hill, Brownsville. Country Kitchen. What's the real solution? We gotta have the dudes that was really outside to talk to the kids. We can't have, you know what I'm saying? We gotta have we gotta have our generation. We gotta have the generation. You know what I'm saying? Rush Baker was popping. We have to have our generation. We gotta have the generation before the jail culture. I'm not just saying about the black jail culture or the West Indian jail culture or the Latin. There's always been something, but there was a time when we got to get back to our OGs. The ones that told us to go to school, the ones that didn't want to give us a pack, the ones that see more in us than just a number. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you're down to your local block crews, everybody didn't hustle. See, everybody's like, you know how now you go on the block and everybody want to be gang related, gang. That wasn't like it back in the days. Everybody wasn't down with the crew. There might have been 30 of us in the corner, but there might have only been 10 PT 131s. Everybody else is just from the block. So you understand what I'm saying? We have to get back to that. Like, you don't have to be down. You don't have to be down. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be down. But we have to go back to that, Buck. We have to go back to, to be outside, to hang around. Because when you're not actually down with gang, that means that you have time to focus on your life. Because remember, as a kid, gang wasn't what gang is now. But we just we touch people's fingertips, and we talk about this, and we gossip about them dudes across the street, and then we worry about what's real and what's going on in jail and sunstrokes and boom. Back in the days, it was the block. So you was only doing one thing on the block. You wasn't. Well, where I was from, I don't know about the other blocks, but on my block, we was into getting money. So as we was into getting money, there was a certain way we had to conduct ourselves because we was conducting business. That's why, Buck, because you know this, Buck, you know what happened, Buck? What happened, Buck, is that you said, well, it's crazy them little dudes not getting no money because they're not being bred to get no money. Because everything they're based off is off of ego and attitude. You know what I'm saying? They're following, it's not them, it's just what they follow. I know your block 110th and Madison. Shout out to 110th and Mad. Yeah, I know your block. A lot of dudes don't even know about that, bro. You right there by, I'm gonna tell you exactly where you at. You right there by Lima and all that. My man Razzo, baby mom used to live over there. I think, no, because that's Doc lived, Abel lived over there too, the TDO. Abel TDO, they had the FEB over there, right there by Madison. Right there by Schaumburg. Actually, that building, my man used to be in it back in the days. Charles Black and Pudge and all of them. You know what I'm saying? He used to be in that building on the corner when you go, because you're by Schaumburg. Yep, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Is that your Jacob Johnson's partner? Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? That's, I wrote graffiti. And where we come from, he knows that exactly. You know, no rest in peace, Razzo. No rest in peace, Tone Capone. That's where Mad Madison Mob was at. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Mad Madison Mob was at. Before all the hip hop, FEB, FTW. It was called Mad Madison Mob. Heck Tech, Tone Capone. J Ski was from 104th. You know what I'm saying? Yep. See, you know what I'm saying? You be knowing, homie. That was the block. That was Madison. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Carver Mob. You know what I'm saying? You know, 106. Then you had Black Park Crew. But a lot of dudes that was in Black Park Crew was part of Mad Madison Mob too. Some of them was part of Mad Madison Mob. You know what I'm saying? You hit that like button in. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Heck Tech and all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? We grew up under them. So it was different. Now, they was on a different type of time. A lot of dudes don't even know, bro. On 2nd Street and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. You know, shout out to East Harlem. And we're telling you this is New York crack ever history. We're giving you the history part of it. You don't want it, we're going to give it to you. Y'all want this, right? When the OGs controlled the street and it wasn't controlled from the jails. No, and please. We had it lit, bro. We had it lit. Because we was bent off of respect. I had no reason to hang on East 108th Street in Madison Avenue if I wasn't doing business or I wasn't going to see a girl or go to see my family. There was no milling around pulling up just hanging out with just, yo, I'm just chilling because I'm home or whatever I'm claiming because this is what real ones is doing. That wasn't happening. You stood in your respective territories. This is facts. One Fish, Two Fish was our local bar. We wasn't killing each other. How many people died in the One Fish, Two Fish right there on 97th Street when it was right there? That was our local bar. Mr. G's was, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. It wasn't allowed. He's talking facts. It's East Harlem facts. Right by the legal wall of the Hall of Fame, right there on 106 in Park. A lot of people don't even know that the building that they did 106 in Park in is in our hood. The original before they went to CBS. That building they used to shoot Sesame Street at. Right there on 106 in Park before you cross over. On uptown, on the downtown side. It's facts, man. We all got along, bro. Them things was happening, but we all got along, bro. See, he from 110th and Madison. He know that it's real on that side too. It's real. 110th and Madison is real. Right there by Schaumburg. That's when Schaumburg was like the projects. I don't know what Schaumburg is like now, but it was like the projects before it got gentrified in there. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Word. You wasn't just pulling up on these blocks, posting up, about, I'm going to check the homies. That wasn't happening. And there's no disrespect to that because because there was no outside. Remember, back in our hood, there was no outsiders that was in control. See what happens with any association that you join, not just Latin Kings, Bloods, and Crips, even with the Sunni Muslims, right? The guy the lines that you fall under is people that's not from your community, so they'll never understand. So what happens is now remember the young G's is not following block rules. They're following rules of somebody who's not from their block. You know what I'm saying? So now it has to come back to the Bronx. It has to come back to the Bronx. It has to come back to the block rules. The block rules is non-existent now. And you can be a part of an organization that has universal rules, but then to get the youth on your block not to lose their mind, you have to create a situation where you come back to block rules. I don't know how they can figure this out, but they got to figure it out because a lot of dudes are passing away, not over because of the beefs they personally have. It's because of these organizations that's going to war with each other. So let's say, for instance, if Scarface Millers is going at 9 Trey, that's in the penitentiary, then Scarface Millers will be going at 9 Trey in the streets. You dig what I'm saying? That's not, now, things happen spontaneously. That creates beefs on the blocks. So now we're Scarface Millers over here and you're 9 Trey over there, it's going to trickle down to us going to war with each other. And it has nothing to do with money. We have to start accumulating the game to money. And you know what? Some people are going to get mad at, yo, why is he using these examples? I have to use examples because this was out there right now. Like, there was never a Peach 131 versus the Mad Madison mob. That made no sense. It made no sense economically for PT 131 to go to war with the Mad Madison mob. Made no sense. It made no sense for PT 131 to go to war with the Carver mob. It made no sense because it wasn't doing nothing for us economically. Because that's the only thing as grown men we have in common when you walk outside the door should be economics. It's supposed to be everything economic. When you walk out that door, that should be the moral of the story, you know what I'm saying, is economics. Now they put money, remember they say money in everything. It ain't about the bag. It's not about money. It's not about success. It's about having integrity and being solid and just being a real one. That's the new lingo now. So now what it says to me is they telling the young boys, as long as you're a real one and you don't snitch, yo, bro, it's not about no money. It's not about you making sure that you're financially secured. It's not about that no more. That's not what the rules are now. You know what I'm saying? The rules have been tainted for those to believe, as long as I talk tough and talk loud, and I'm full of integrity, I'm just solid, and I can have 2-3 people co-sign this who you're deeming silent. That makes me a real one. That's not how it went back in the days. Every man had to build up their repertoire. That's another big word right there, repertoire. You dig what I'm saying? Every man had to build up what their name is. Like Zeke Black was built up because of what Zeke Black was doing. It's not built off of a crew I was a part of. I was a part of a crew, but I built Zeke Black off of being Zeke Black, Key Nitty, PT 131, ACA, All City Artists. That's where it all started for me. Shout out to the Pirates, you know what I'm saying? And we all had small crews. We had mad crews, bro. We had the Rush Mob. We had, the Wash Mob. Yeah, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we all, because we was raised on respect. If it does nothing economically for us, you can't go to war and have no money. And that's what happens. Why? Me and my mates always say this. Why kill somebody if you can't run to another country? A lot of people are not even in the financial, they don't have the financials to smoke somebody's boots and disappear. Most of these dudes, they get caught in their mother house. They smoke something, and then they can't run, they ain't got no money, and then they get snatched off the street. So you can't say you're going to war with somebody if you're financially not ready to go to war with somebody. That's what they told us. So we knew, okay, it doesn't make sense. We're not making enough money to go to war with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Your bullets was popping. Shout out to Queens, man. Shout out to Brooklyn, BQE. You know what I'm saying? Tell you facts, man. This is it. I just been see, when you hang around with the big time bosses, when you hang out with the bosses and people in position in your hood, you're gonna meet other bosses. You're gonna be in the same room with other bosses. You're gonna be around where J-Mo was popping. You're gonna be around the get down. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, guy. Yo, we almost had 1,000 views on that. That's great. I want to go live with you. If we got time today, we're going to do another live, man. You know what I'm saying? On that IG thing, we're moving the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I'm saying? Watch the chat. Was popping, veteran. Was popping. We have to take this back to because we have to have it because I believe that we have to have these conversations. We definitely have to, man. Hell yeah, definitely because it's all information, bro. It's information. Two different generations. That's how it was with us. Big homies and little homies. That's how they bred us, bro. Bro, you know what's so funny? He from Madison. Heck Tech, the big Spanish guy we talking about. I don't know the other Heck Tech. The only Heck Tech I know is the one I see from Madison. He would come around and I don't know, but he would come around and when the bosses seen Heck Tech, he got all the accolades. Yeah, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. He used to mess with one of his baby mothers lived in my projects. All type of respect. You know what I'm saying? Respectable guy. I remember when Bam was running around with the white MPV with the BBSs. That we was outside. So we knew that you don't gotta be a killer to get respect. We have to gun it out. Every territory in every region is different. So you know what it was with us? With us, your rep travels. That's a fact, Buck. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. The rep travels. So when Zeke goes to Mr. G's, and I might bump heads with dudes from 107th, 109th, side blocks, some of the side blocks. You know what I'm saying? We get, so Zeke, what's up, man? What's going on? Boom, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's love. Yo, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Yo, boom, 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 what's going on? Yeah, we getting coming out, and then we out. We leave the block. We out. Boom. All right, dogs. We see. Like I never got robbed leaving Mr. G's. And my walk from Mr. G's was 1/9, 1/10, you can say, all the way to 99th Street. 4 or 5 bags coming down. I never had to shake out with nobody. I'm walking past side blocks. You already know 109th Street, 107th Street. You already know 3rd Ave by Tom, Dick, and Harry's, the pizza shop. I'm walking past 105th, 3rd Ave. 105th and 3rd Ave. That whole 105th Street was lit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people may not know, some of the first Puerto Rican migrations was in that area. I'm walking past Walsh by McDonald's, 104th Street. I'm coming through the block, past 23rd, Pegasus. In fact, my man, y'all remember when Roz used to hang out in there? Rest in peace. So that's called respect when you can walk through your hood and you ain't gotta, dudes at the Vamps. That was the spot. I remember when Vamps popped. Now I remember when it popped. I remember like 88, 89. When they had that over there, we used to get the little, because Vamps had the Pele, you know what I'm saying? They had the Pepe, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They had all that, you know what I'm saying? Pepe and Pele and, you know what I'm saying? That was the fashions, you know what I'm saying? The 40 below season. Don't shout, because Vamp was the more casual way, the casual wow. Like the Vamp was our Dapper Dan, except he didn't make Gucci, you know what I'm saying, or Louis or MCM and Fendi, you know what I'm saying? That was on the east side. When you want to get casual, you want the Vamp, but that's some jean suit, some good uptowns. It was all love, man. Like I never had to shake out with dudes from Franklin Plaza. Franklin Plaza ain't soft. You had a bunch of goons on Franklin Plaza, you know what I'm saying? Word, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, that's the hood, man. Shout out to East Hall. And I'm just give you yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We coming through the hood. But now think about this. You had dudes that was going to 116th shopping and having to walk past Johnson, Jeff, all that. 12th Street. Dudes have to shake out. Dudes have to go gun for gun. Only dudes that had those problems were dudes that was doing some, most people had problems in the hood with sticker kids. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. We come through the hood, B. We coming through the hood. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was, man. It was too much. So to answer your question, Buck, we have to bring it back to that. We have to bring it back to the traditions. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about economics. You know right from wrong. If you know somebody's no good, of course you're not supposed to do business with them. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense tells you that. But if you're in a good position, you don't have to deal with that type of person. You know what I'm saying? you have to be mindful of what you put out there and the things that you do. I come from that generation. You know what I'm saying? I come from my generation where I never seen none of my OGs kill nobody, but they had respect like they killed somebody. I never seen all you heard about what these dudes was doing was beating dudes up. Like I never seen yo such and such do this now, but the respect he had in the hood was like he smoked somebody's boots. Like these was killers. Dudes that was took a lot of money that never seen what Rikers looked like. That don't know that never been to Century Book and never been in the tombs, you know what I'm saying? But these dudes was controlling the battleship, you know what I'm saying? We have to get back to that. We have to get back to that reality, party people. We have to get back to that. And we get through because people don't believe that time existed. That's why everything is stalemated because a lot of people didn't participate in that time. So some people don't know that there's a time when you couldn't get money and be controversial. This is the TNT of it, not because it got cameras. This is before cameras. It was bad for business. You never shoot your corners up. You never shoot your lobbies up. That became bad for business. Because nowadays, people promote that. That's not what was promoted. Hold on. Because if you shot the lobby up, you made the block hot. No, you can't. Come on, man. You make it. You know what I'm saying? How are we gonna get money? Now we got police sitting here watching us. Some people hustling is a full-time job, man. Hustling is a full-time job. It's not a part-time job. It's not like you working in KFC. It's not like you working in McDonald's. This is a full-time job. You put in a real drug operation. You're actually putting in a lot of work. It's not easy. You have to get the grams, you have to get the baking soda, you got to cook it, boom, put it in the skillet, you got to get the triple beams, you got to weigh everything, you got to get the bottles, you got to pay for the bottle up, depends on how much your block is clicking, you might have to bottle up the first 100. Now, let's just say you bought a half a brick, and you don't even know that you got some bullshit. Now, after you cook it up, and even if you get somebody to test it, and the customers don't like it, you got to find a way to get rid of most of this half a brick just to get the Butterfuco. Hustling is just like running a Fortune 500 company, man. You don't have just one connect. You got 4 or 5 connects. So when he don't got nothing, okay, I'm going to go over here and get something. The block still got to go. The corporation still got to go. I don't know what block she was on. Maybe because the level of hustling some of y'all was on was different. Where I was from, dudes was fighting for packs. That's how bad it was. That's how good the flow was at one point in time. Dudes was shaking out for packs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you the answer, man. What you shot the block up for? Yo, because he had beef with my man up north, and I'm part of the situation, and I seen him, so I had to get at him. What that got to do with the block? What they got to do with what I got going on in the block? So that's why you have to sit down, sit dudes down, and go, listen, I understand what you're a part of, but that has nothing to do with what we got going on right here. Don't put whatever outside influence you got and bring it to our block principles and morals. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, gang culture is fascinating, and gang culture is, it's attractive. And some people, they're attracted to the gang culture, not just young, old, middle-aged, they're attracted to this. So a lot of times people jump in it for their fascination. Yeah, exactly. So dudes is more or less hustling all day, what he just said. 108th Street and all that, you know what I'm saying? I know 108th, 109th and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was sitting side blocks. Yeah. Boys Harbor was down the block by 106 and all that, you know what I'm saying? You can't run a Fortune 500 drug operation and have shootouts every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. There was stick-up kids, but I don't really remember no famous stick-up kids like other areas have. Like we never pinpoint. Like the dudes that you would consider stick-up kids was just bullies, Deebos. Dudes that just put work on your block and certain dudes disrespected them. But they was doing things to people, but they wasn't considered stick-up kids. They was just considered goons. When you said goons, it was certain names you just put in the goon category. Like, Hootie Bang Bang and, rest in peace Poodle. and J.J. Slade. You know what I'm saying? Those guys was on a different type of level. Like we didn't go, those were stick-up kids. They was just goons. Not the goons that TMZ present with tight jeans and jerry curls. We're talking about goons, the goblins. My hood never had that. I mean, who was a famous stick-up kid? I mean, Buck, who was? That we can honestly say was, this guy's an infamous stick-up kid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember no infamous ones. I just know that we had dudes that just took. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like even Randy Love. Randy Love was, but like you know, Buzzy. They was, but they wasn't. But they was still, yeah, Hootie, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But Hootie's more of a Deebo. He's more of a. He's more of a. When he comes around, he takes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know who Hootie Bang Bang is. Yeah, I I know Hootie Bang Bang. Hootie Bang Bang official too. You know what I'm saying? But he's always been a bully. That's what I'm saying. You can't really consider Hootie a stick-up kid. He's a Deebo. He's a guy that come on your block, snatch your boss up, throw him against the wall, slap him a couple of good times. You know what I'm saying? You're either gonna pay or you're not gonna pay, and then he just takes from you. And then you know what I'm saying? Those are what I call Deebo niggas. Like I said, Hootie Bang Bang, you know, Poodle, guys that just put, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That guy's Hootie Bang Bang. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I remember when he was in Wash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's a real one. He's always been a real one, bro. Yeah, he's been a real one. As I said, there's never really been like somebody we were put in an infamous, yo, this is what he do. He's a Deebo. That's what we called niggas back when I was younger. Deebo niggas. Like, oh, here come Poodle. He better put some work on the block. Rest in peace, Poodle. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Now, he might have been doing things, but for what we know them for is just being Deebos. You know what I'm saying? See, they don't understand what a Deebo. Deebo is, y'all was in D.C. together. Copy. That's it. Copy. Y'all was in D.C. together. Facts. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those were the Deebos. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hootie Bang. I remember when he was in Wash. You know what I'm saying? He took my man's cell phone. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, with Greg and Otto. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what's crazy? You probably know my other mans too, man. Nate and Odie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nate and Odie. I think Odie in the feds. I think Nate is home. But Odie, I think, is locked up. You know what I'm saying? They used to be on Master Nav too. Nate and Odie. They was getting money with Ant White. You know what I'm saying? But so you understand what I'm saying? So there was never a concern about stick-up kids. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, how? Copy. You know what I'm saying? There was never a concern about stick-up kids because you had Deebo niggas. Deebo niggas, you know what I'm saying? Deebo niggas just pull up on you, come on your block, and like put work on your block. And what are you gonna say? And Deebo niggas, that's what I'm saying. Deebo's was a different type of category. Stick-up kids might run around with a black mask or Mousy. Yeah. They run around with the black hoodies, with the gloves, yeah, with the gloves on. You know what's funny? Get back to that. They put the gloves on with the hoodies, and they put them. Yeah. Nate doing good. My man, Nate the Great, man. You know what I'm saying? They was part of something great too. I'm gonna get to the Nate the Great story. That's my guy, Nate the Great. Him and Odie. They, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Teresa was popping. So that's what I mean about the Deebo niggas. So that when I say Deebo niggas, that's what I say. Somebody come on your block, and your boss is scared of him. And sometimes he might take the work from your boss and have dudes pump that same work on the block. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, you know, I'm saying like you know, those are those are the ones. You know what I'm saying? The other infamous, the ones that everybody know for being sick kids was like Randy loving them because they were doing what they were doing uptown the cats. But in the hood, they was Deebo cats. They was Deebos. Like they knew who to run up on and you come in, what you got, and they take your work and they pump it on your block. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Nate, right? Some real shit. This is some real shit. Nate and them got family in Wash, you know what I'm saying? Washington Projects, TWB, the Washington Boys. Definitely shout out to the Washington Boys. Because, you know, they brought the Houdini to Wash at one point in time. And they had that flow in the 90s. And I remember my Aunt White got the situation. He went to you know, they cousin, Green Eyes, boom, boom, bang, bang. What happened? The rest is history. They was killing him in that D, you know what I'm saying? But I think Odie caught a Fed charge in PA somewhere. And I think he said he got like life or something, you know what I'm saying? What? Shout out to East Harlem in the building, man. You know we here, man. Definitely shout out to East Harlem, man. So you know what I'm saying? We never had to worry about dudes running around with black masks and black gloves. Like that was because the greater names didn't deal with us. Like even rest in peace Buzzy, he wasn't dealing with the guy on the corner. Maybe he did that in the beginning of his career, but these guys was going after the bosses. They was going after the dudes that was making the hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't going after the guy on the corner with the hoodies on. So there was never, in my generation, yeah. You know what I'm saying? In my generation, we never really pinpointed, like, yo, he's a stick-up kid. You know what I'm saying? We like, oh, he a goon. You know what I'm saying? You give a different type of title. You know what I'm saying? A guy that jump out with no mask, no gloves, come here stupid, grab you up, throw you against the gate 5 times. Yo, tell your man, yo, drop that off in my car. Yo, I'm gonna be back in 2 hours. Yo, when I see you Friday, I want $1,000. That's a different type of game. You know what I'm saying, you hear me? Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir. They was in Washington. I was there for that flow. You know what I'm saying? When Aunt White, rest in peace, you know, Aunt White used to be with Little Ray, rest in peace. You know, the twins, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The squad. And they brought them down there. They had that flow. Yeah, they was killing them. Woo. It was killing them in that deep, boy. That's when they had the Pac-Man bags. You know what I'm saying? Had the little bag, the Pac-Man. No, not the Batman or Pac-Man. Yeah, Wilson dudes, that's a fact. Shout out to Wilson Projects, man. Shout out to Wilson. You know what I'm saying? This just, you know, and we're just giving you what the streets is. You know what I'm saying? This is why, like he said, you've been able to sell a brick a day on the block. That's a lot of money, brick a day on the block. Think about this, right? If you sell dimes, you're talking about dimes, depending on what kind of block you want. I'm just put a math, a figure together. Because this is part of my man case. It said my man was doing, you know what I'm saying? They said my man was doing, part of his case, go to Fed charge. Part of his case. They said he was doing, and Jeff, talking about Jeff, he was doing like 10, yo, sec, you know what I'm saying? They was doing, like, 15 to 20,000 a day, dimes, 10 in the morning. Friday keys. How many keys that is a week? That means they was probably doing 3-4 keys a week on the breakdown. There was no shootouts. Their only enemy was police. There was nobody coming in the projects throwing guns in nobody's faces. It was crazy. We had dimes. At one point in time, we had dimes. On my block, we had the dimes. You was killing them. Allegedly, you was killing them. We doing it. We were doing a couple, you know, somebody was doing a couple of bricks, but allegedly, you know what I'm saying? We had to, we was putting in, we was putting in Coke bottles. So we was killing them. They had the bags. No, I'm not glorifying it, we're just telling you what the temperature was on the streets. So you understand what I'm saying? We didn't have to worry about, it was because it was that serious. It was like blocks was getting to the bag. Blocks was getting to the economics of the game, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it was just too much business. Oh yeah, the clear tops, definitely, woof. The bags, woof, it was crazy. It was insane. And I'm not gonna lie to you though. Washington Projects always been a gold mine. It just depends on what generation you grew up in Washington. That Madison Ave was a gold mine too. It was too much money. Madison Ave, Black Park was doing numbers. When you speak about Carver in the 80s, I know 106 was getting money, and I know they was getting money all through Carver. But Black Park, they was doing numbers in Black Park. Yeah, definitely harder. But the East Side was definitely great. You know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't having it wasn't drug wars. It might have been that before we existed, but our generation was no drug wars. It wasn't like Black Park versus Hillhole. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're trying to tell you. The crews that was out back then, the biggest thing that might have happened was we went to a double law party, and there might have been a fight at a double law party. But nobody's waking up in the morning going, we're going to war with them cats, boom, or because of Madison Ave, a lot of them stuck together. Yo, Kashana was popping. A lot of them cats stuck together. Like I told you, if we ain't got no business sitting in the middle of Carver, dudes used to suppress you. Yo, homie, who you out here to see, man? You police or something? What you sitting here for? Because it was a place of business. We're allowing dudes to sit in the park at a place of business. This is why things is going wrong. So you know what I'm saying? This is why things are going so greatly wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had no, like prime example, if I went, like when I was younger, right? Before the Hill Hole popped, I remember going to do that. I used to write graffiti. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the TWB crew. Rest in peace, Shop. You know, shout out to my man Jeep, Fury, Hard. You know what I'm saying? Jacob, Scar, JG. I was on my graffiti thing. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes was out the box already. They was getting money. I'd be on Third Ave. There used to be a Chinese restaurant on the corner of Third Ave. That's where everybody was hustling at. Back then, you had different hustlers back then. It was crazy money right there through the D and right there on the Ave. You know what I'm saying? We stuck together. It was exactly. They went through what they went through politically, and Tone going around the corner, and the rest is history. Like I told you, there was no Hill Hole Crew versus Black Park, Hill Hole Crew versus Mad Madison Mall. And I'm gonna tell you something. Kid, you couldn't sit in the park when it was business hours. Black Park, shout out to Black Park. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't hang out in the middle of on 100th Street for no reason at all. Yo, son, what you doing out here, man? Oh no, I'm just chilling. I want to link with the homies or whoever was out here. What? Yo, it's a place of business, man. We should tell dudes, yo, listen, this is a place of business. It's a place of business, man. Like, why are you sitting here for? Like, what's here? What's happening, Captain? This is a place of business. And they would leave. This is before the gang coaches stuff. Like, yo, homie, this is a place of business, man. You see what's going on. Because, like I told you, we wasn't worried about stick-up kids. We was worried about, because the dudes that was considered stick-up kids, you would say consider, was more Deebos. You know what I'm saying? They was more hands-on. They wasn't putting black gloves on. They wasn't throwing black hoodies on. They wasn't coming masked up. They was pulling up on you. Yo, let me holler at you real fast, player. What's going on out here, man? Salute, and man, that's how it used to go. I'm gonna tell you something. People, I'm gonna use Hootie Bang Bang as an example. Shout out to Hootie Bang Bang. How we used to say TNT's coming? Dudes would be like, yo, I just seen Hootie. He on 106. Dudes would start disappearing. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So, here you go. That was the pressure game, exactly. Because he wasn't messing with us, the workers. He was going straight to the boss. He was going straight to the boss. He wasn't playing with us. Like, man, forget you, little young cats. I'm going straight to, yo, let me holler at you for a minute. He used to be out there like this. Ooh. Definitely, Kashana, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. They definitely put up the description, you know what I'm saying? $5 drive and keep BuckWheat alive, you know what I'm saying? You know, BuckWheat got shot. 83, we're gonna get into that shit, but $5 drive and might keep BuckWheat alive, you know what I'm saying? But back to the story. Definitely Crooklyn Mo, Crooklyn was popping. So that's how it was. The pressure game. I don't know what was going on. You know, Brooklyn, other boroughs, I don't know. But I know what's going on where we from. I remember one time on my block, right? I'm chilling all my life. Now, all my life, long time, so 83, 84. 84. How you say 84, you heard? Bendito. So now, we're going into, I remember, I never seen this guy work on my block. I remember a girl that was hustling on my block, allegedly. She had the first person I seen sell crack on my block was a female, and she was actually running with Zulu Nation, like the chapter 13. Chapter 13 Zulu Nation is a famous chapter in Zulu Nation, running from East Harlem. She ran with the older crowd, Papo, Coco, Free Papo, Alpo's baby mom. She was a part of that. A lot of goons was a part of chapter Bodyguard. So now, this is pure facts. This is pure faclito. You'll see in the Spanish faclito. We know what factuals. But anybody in Spanish can put it in Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, Hootie Bang Bang is I remember one time, man, my mans, they gonna get mad at me for this shit, but one time, man, cause my man Green Eye Mike, I love you, Green Eye Mike, Green Eye, he went through some shit with Hootie Bang Bang. I tell you, man, dudes used to see Hootie Bang Bang and started disappearing. So, there's no lie, because Hootie didn't play with the workers. Like, we didn't, dudes he didn't care about, he went straight to the source. Oh, they go, Hootie, oh God. He never wore a mask, I could tell you. You see when you see him pull around and do something. You know what I'm saying? Hootie Bang Bang, official, he's a legend. He's a legend that lived by all the principles and morals he's a legend. Only guy I know that could take your work and put it back on your block. The only guy you might as well put him in the Scared Straight program. The only guy I know that I remember that when he tell you I want to see you out here no more, you went to school. I'm going to get my GED, get my life together. I'm telling you, man, this guy, and he's just won. So, boom, I'm taking it back. You know what I'm saying? He coming. He tell you. See, sometimes he might just put the pressure. Tell you, my man was rolling dice with him. I don't know why he was rolling dice with him. But little pretty boy, my man, I can't say his name. He get mad at me. They all give me, oh, see, you say my name. You say my name. See, Dappy, you say my name. See, Black, you say my name. So check it. So, my man, he rolled dice with him. Now, my man looked like he in Washington Projects. He in the D. I'm still trying to figure out what the Yo, Z, guess who's down there getting money with Aunt White and them niggas? Who? Hootie Bang Bang. How the fuck Hootie get in Washington? Who brought him there? So, according to the stories, Nate and Nody did, but I don't know. But what the hell is he doing? He's in Washington when they was shutting that D down. So I'm getting more into the story. Shout out to Hootie Bang Bang Madison, that whole Madison, you know what I'm saying? My man rolling dice. I don't know what happened at the dice game. My man looked like Christopher Williams. He got the curls, light skinned. He dressed, don't say he dressed like a light skinned cat. He was getting money. Light skinned cats that dressed like light skinned cats come across as R&B artists. I don't know what happened, but he came up the block. The curls looked deranged. His face was all red. We on the corner. Yo, I was rolling dice. And Hootie was rolling dice. Who? What happened? Yo, he took the money and took my cell phone and pushed me. I'm like, what you gonna do, man? You hustle down there, man. So we all like this. What? Now, back in my mind was, what made you roll dice with the nigga? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? My other man, he looked scared. Bro, he took the cell phone. After he had to blow up, he just took it to take it from the nigga. Here, stupid. I don't know what he made roll dice with him for. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's when you want to be down. See what happens is you want to be down. When you want to be down, and this is what happens. That's why I learned not to be. I learned to stay in my lane. I remember one time, some other shit happened, and like I told you with the old school cats. Going back to the old school cats. So now one day I'm on my block chilling, and I see this guy named Bodyguard. Shout out to Bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? Old Zulu Nation guy. He represents Zulu Nation to the fullest. He has work on my block, right? So now, prayed on the dice game. And they play game is different because you know the ones that ass bet you, and then when you win, you still don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The ones that let them start playing with the money on the floor in the pot, yo, I'm out of here, F you, Nick. Those, you know what I'm saying? It was always weird. That's why I was surprised. Because I was like, you look like Christopher Williams. You got on you dressed like an R&B cat. You was smelling good at the dice game. What made you think nothing was gonna go wrong at this dice game? You know what I'm saying? You should have seen him. He was destroyed. He still, and we laugh about it, like, yo, man, he took your flip phone. Because that's when dudes was buying the $100 blow-ups. So, you know what I'm saying, those Nokia blow-up joints for $100 work for like 2 days, and he went around with a cell phone front, and he took it, but his story was when he took the phone, he wanted to cry, he pushed him. Get out of here, that's stupid. He said, that was so funny. He pushed him. He said, yo, Z, he pushed me, man. What? Well, because they're my other friends, right? They did something to his cousins. So that was their little cousins on my block. You know a couple of good guys on my block. He pull up. He didn't even want answers. He just wanted to make an example of them. He jump out. My man Sonny, shout out to my man Sonny, man. He jumped out on one of them. Actually, my man stopped hustling for a while because of that. Because after that happened, he told my man, I don't want to see you out here no more. Then my other man was a total. I'm gonna tell you something. The dude seen him doing what he was doing, and dude was cutting the other side of the block. This is how dangerous it is. Remember, he don't wear masks and gloves. This guy was different. He straight up, when you see him, like, oh, God. Like, you don't know one of those, you know what I'm saying? Those are the Deebos in the hood. So I'm gonna give a good example of the Deebo. What I mean, Deebo. One day we asked bodyguard, you got work? Who you got work from? Yo, I got work from such and such. Huh? So now we bugging out because we trying to figure out, well, my block in the history of the block, because I remember the chick was hustling, Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Nikki was hustling. Then it went to, Superman, Ed, rest in peace. He had the block. And then, it's our turn, my man, that's Mr. the Bronx cat. So Poodle, when did you have time to have work on the block? We don't remember this. And he just constantly, every day, this guy would hustle on the block. And it was just like, well, bodyguard's here, I guess. Fuck it. You had to be, one thing what you do when you cop out wisely, you want no smoke, you always go, well, effort, he from the block anyway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Carver Mob, though, man. Shout out to them CMs, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Poodle, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Poodle, man. Shout out to the crew on 100th Street, rocking, smoking, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I show love to my people. When you see me shout my people out, man, I show love, man, because I don't want all the accolades. I could sit here all day and tell you I was one of the first people in my block to sell crack, which should be a lie. I could act like my crew was the only crew that was really getting to the back. That'd be a lie. I could act like we was the only ones moving around Spanish. Nah, that'd be a lie. I give dudes their accolades, bro. See, I was just a hustler, B. I knew how to fight, but you had some dudes that was boxing, like the Boys Club. You had some dudes that was in the whole. Yeah, exactly. That's the type of time he was on, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I give dudes the accolades, you know what I'm saying? I got nothing against West Harlem. I be on West Harlem, but this is where I'm from, the East Side. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess we wasn't killing nobody. I guess the dudes was dying, but we just wasn't publicizing it, I guess. Most of our crews, dudes really record. On my side, a lot of guys was catching Fed charges without no bodies. You know what I'm saying? What? The Coochie Fritos and all that at 105th, it's popping. You know what I'm saying? You had Deebos. I called them Deebos. Even Daddy, rest in peace, he was a Deebo. He just started getting money, but he was a Deebo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I call Deebos. See, Deebos is somewhat like what you seen on Friday. Just a little more extreme. The dudes that come around without no gloves, but every time they come around, you always got to think twice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You play basketball with them, and if you lose, you might have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like I told you, it was a different type of time, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? See, I grew up with the Tone Lopez's, the dudes, Don't Tone, you know what I'm saying? Living for 100. He has a picture of Tone Lopez on his page. Check him out. Living for 100. And Hot Song for a Rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You was outside for all that. See, you was there for all that, dogs. You was down there with them. My cousin was getting money with Daddy from Tav. You probably know him, you know what I'm saying? Timothy DeBose. You know what I'm saying? From Tav, from PSA 5 building. You know what I'm saying? They was going out of town with him, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See, that's when they grew up under all that down boys. It was still, listen, it was still gang. Listen, they had Wagner Projects was retarded back then. We talking about Wagner. Wagner Peas was crazy. It was crazy. Wagner was crazy. Wagner was crazy. Now we go into the new generation. I think after yeah. You know what I'm saying? The cousin Tim, you know what I'm saying? Kenny Hutch. See? Shout out, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? That's when Wagner was different, bro. Wagner was different, you know what I'm saying? This is when Purple City was in them projects, the brothers, you know what I'm saying? This is before all this thing way. But they have Bob Lemon. We got to salute Bob Lemon. He ain't tell. He got a lot of money over there, bro. Zod, exactly. Zod turned the tunnel out. So nobody talk about the money cats. They don't talk about the guys that went to the tunnel and robbed and steal and killed. They don't talk about when Zion was buying the bar out. You know what I'm saying? When Harlem was buying the bar, East Harlem was buying the bar out. That Stingray, you know what I'm saying? Man. Shout out to my man Sugar Hill Chase, you know what I'm saying? We the champions on our side. All that cocky, that's an East Side thing. I'm sorry to let you know that. That's an East Side thing. Me and Freaky Zeke from the same project. Now, I didn't know Felipe, but I know school he went to Rice, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? But I knew Sugar Hill Tone, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Hill Tone put together a squad. We won the first championship. I'm going to post that picture on my IG today, the first one. The second one was when Jay-Z and Fat Joe was beefing. The third one was when Jay-Z and Fat Joe was beefing. But we won the first one, Sugar Hill. East Side, West Side things. So it was always East Side, West Side love. But we always took the chip, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rock City Yo from Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Mel, rest in peace, Big Joe. I give accolades to my people, man. I give accolades to my people, man. Definitely people I was around. Definitely people I was on the forefront with. Like I told you, we had love on the East Side. There's certain spots we bump heads at. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? We never jocked each other. That's the only thing with East Harlem that people never really liked about us. That we never really jocked each other. That's the only thing that we had that was a little off. That we was too cocky. Like we just too cocky. Like if I'm from Wash, we were just too cocky. We was too cocky with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we was bust out kings. Deodorus, boom, 40s, chuckers, deltas. You know what I'm saying? Roaches, boom, butter soft leathers. Remember, we was eating different because everything was by our hood. 86th Street and all that. You know what I'm saying? We was going to Jackson Hole in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? We had to go to 125. Once they closed the Cosmo, 86th Street was popping. Cosmo moved there was 106. We used to go shopping on 86th Street. Going shopping on 86th Street was like going shopping on Rodeo Drive for dudes in the hood. That was our hood. And a lot of people don't even know that 85th Street between 3rd and Lex, that's the building where they actually shot the Jeffersons. The picture of the building, that's the building design from the Jeffersons. You know what I'm saying? That's that, you know what I'm saying? We was in the building, man. This I'm saying we had that spot, Queen Kitchen. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know the spots? I remember 80s, then they had the country club. They took out the steakhouse, they had the country club. Think about it. You 17 years old getting some money. That was a hot date to go to the steakhouse, you know what I'm saying? Eat some boom, boom, boom. Then the movie theater was right there on 82nd Street and 2nd Avenue. What chick would not be mesmerized by that? You from the hood, yo, boom, get in the cab, boom, pull up. It's a diverse crowd, white people, black people, Spanish. Then you go to the movie theaters right there. That was dope. That was like, because you're taking somebody out the element. It was dope to go on a date in Central Park. All this was popping. Yep, you had the 110th and 3rd Ave Steakhouse. That's a fact. That was dope. That was dope. And then late night you go to Whitestone in the Bronx. Hop in the cabinet. Let's go to Whitestone. That's where you see all the Bronx big time bosses at. Go to Whitestone. Pull up. What's going on? What's popping? That's the type of energy you was giving. That's what was going on, and that's the type. And we all had peace. Like we wasn't bumping the heads at movie theaters. And, yo, hold on, go get the rally. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing that. Dudes is just only cocky. We was just too cocky for that. You know what I'm saying? Things was happening. Don't get it twisted. Dudes was fighting in a certain double R party. Shout out to Ted and all that. But it wasn't to the point where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It was never like we woke up like PT 131 versus the Carver Mob tomorrow morning. That wasn't happening because it was bad for business. You know what I'm saying? Boy, we in the building, man. Shout out to East Harlem, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, hit the like button. We here. You know what I'm saying? This isn't fascination. This is people that was there. You know what I'm saying? What you're hearing is real. Is real live action. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't crew versus crew. It wasn't. But we had boxers in our hood. Had the Camacho and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Had the Camacho. You know what I'm saying? Johnson Projects was a lot of money back in the day. Shout out to my Latin lynch mob. You know what I'm saying? In the building, man. It was all love. Things happened, but it was all love, B. It was all love. You know what I'm saying? I told you, a lot of us was going downtown. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't into the in crowd thing. Dudes was going to Willie Burgers and the rooftop and everything else uptown. But a lot of dudes was going downtown. Studio 54 was still popping. Even in the freestyle hip hop ever. Studio 54 was still popping. You had Roseland. Roseland was a hot spot. You want to see all the bosses? Roseland. Look at them throwback pictures. Roseland. When you want to see the Boy Georges and the Pistol Pete from Cypress and them dudes in the Bronx, Brook Ave. Roseland. That was a hot spot. Washington Heights, Dominicans pulling up. That was a hot spot. Roseland. That was a hot spot in hip hop. Those are spots. They play house music. Shout out to Little Vega. Little Louis Vega. You know what I'm saying? Those was hot spots. The Roxy was hot spot. That's hip hop. You get it. 1018 and all that stuff. That's hip hop. That's, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the era now when dudes was wearing gold crowns on their arm and gold king. The Puerto Ricans was doing it with the gold. You know what I'm saying? Word. Wow, see what I'm saying? Bentley's was popping. I told you, Shadow was popping. Club Zanzibar, people dudes was going out there. So a lot of things sort of stopped. So a lot of events started leaving the hood because the dudes with money didn't want to be in the mix of all that craziness. So they started creating their own hot spots. That was already the limelight. Now, when we think about the limelight, we think about Club Kids. We don't know that every other day it was popping in there. You know what I'm saying? Before the tunnel, a lot of people may not even know, but the tunnel was an extracurriculum club, except on Sundays. That's why a lot of dudes wasn't used to that, going to a club, unisex bathrooms and all that. They wasn't used to that. Oh, whoa, you know what I'm saying? But that, because the club, Monday through Friday, was extracurricular, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, man, I definitely applaud those that came in for the chat. I didn't get a chance to talk about BuckWheat. Salute Green Eyes. I didn't get my chance to talk about BuckWheat, but I'm gonna get into that later. BuckWheat was shot. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? The day that he got shot, I was a little kid. It was a skit on Saturday Night Live. And Eddie Murphy. You got to take the time, go watch the skit. 1983, BuckWheat gets shot on Saturday Night Live. It's funny. I woke up and thought BuckWheat really got shot, but in hindsight, BuckWheat has family in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? They own this spot called Country Kitchens off Atlantic Avenue, which is considered, some people might consider Crown Heights, or some people might consider Oceanville, Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? So, BuckWheat did have ties to New York City. You know what I'm saying? It's called Country Kitchens. So with that being said, party people, man, I know I took it back. Shout out to Hootie Bang Bang Shoot. You see Hootie, don't run. He only going for the boss, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Poodle. Rest in peace, Buzzy. Rest in peace, Jay Slade. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, all the goons. When you talk about your goon, that's what goons did. They didn't run around with bastards and they didn't do all that. Yo, come here, let me holler at you for a second. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of time he was doing, man. Definitely shout out to the East Harlem and El Barrio. You know what I'm saying? Remember, $5 drive to keep BuckWheat alive. I got the Cash App in the description and the PayPal. Thank you for all those that support me. Check out the content that's I got on my page and posted some more stuff. Also, as well, we have the I'm close to 10,000 views total on the Death of the Cloud Chaser with just the content that's over there. Definitely check out 1-8 Trade Bloods. Check out Cosmo Bay. They're doing great numbers over there. So it's all we work together, man. You know what I'm saying? We all work together as a team, as a family, and that's gonna be the win party, people. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, have a blessed morning, and just understand that everything have to be valid. You ain't gotta be ignorant. You ain't gotta be extra. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that should be when your green eyes salute. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, man. And we here, party people. Peace to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Remember, $5 drive to keep BuckWheat alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a link. Definitely. Just you know what I'm saying? Just for good old, for just for the old school. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, party people, peace. Have a great one. You know what I'm saying?